It just doesn't matter what Trump does. He'll always get persecuted for everything, right? So it's TYT. I'm going to react to this video today. Guys, by the way, like, share, and subscribe. Please go ahead and hit the bell notification. You do me a huge favor to help my videos get seen. You'll get all the latest updates. And I'm doing videos all the time, so it would be great if you actually got to see them. But you have to hit the bell notification and select all. All right, not personalized, but all. And that way, all my videos will pop up. And if you get tired of them, just stay subscribed, all right? But anyway, we're going to get into this clip here, and we're actually going to react to it because TYT is complaining that Trump is breaking finance campaign law by asking his donors for money. This is crazy because, look at where they have Trump at right now. Look at what's going on. All right, look at the lawfare that's happening, and he's been off of the campaign trail. So now he's not allowed to ask for money for his donors, from his donors. Where else is he supposed to get the money? People are broke. Okay? People can't donate. Your average American would love to donate thousands of dollars to Donald Trump, and we would do it. All right, but the economy's just broke, and it's messed up, man. All right, so Trump has to go to the people that he needs help from. He has to go to his donors and the people that want to support him, who want lower taxes, by the way. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why these people always think that something's wrong with that, and it's so corrupt to not want to pay a whole lot of taxes when they're using your tax dollars for warfare, remember? Let's jump right into this clip. So I want to react to a little bit of this. I just find it a little bit stupid, really.
Trump's presidential panhandling has gotten so bad that campaign finance experts believe he's actually pushing legal boundaries by soliciting bribes from his billionaire donors. Now, as the Washington Post reports, as Trump closed his pitch at the Pierre Hotel, he explained to the group of donors why it was in their interest to cut large checks. If he was not put back in office, taxes would go up for them under President Biden, who vows to let Trump-era tax cuts on the wealthy and corporations expire at the end.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with cutting taxes for wealthy people? What happens when you cut taxes to wealthy people? First of all, in my opinion, tax is theft, okay? It is my opinion, yes. Because as a business owner, if you run a huge business, you have a lot of expenses. This is why you can write the expenses off in the first place. Everybody takes advantage of the tax code and our tax laws. Why? Because most people don't like the things that they do with the tax dollars. Right now, we're in a war. We're funding two wars, okay? The Hamas, Iran conflict with Israel, and we're funding the Ukraine conflict with Russia. All right, those are our tax dollars going to that. So to lower taxes for billionaires, we don't want to see. They don't understand the moral part of this. I guess I don't know if they do or not. Sometimes these people go back and forth, but we don't like wars. Don't you understand that? We hate the wars. All right, we hate sponsoring the wars. We hate paying for it. I would never give somebody money. It's like giving somebody money to go out and whack somebody. Okay, that's exactly what it's like. So when you want to lower my taxes, that's great, because I don't want to fund any wars. I don't want to pay any of your taxes. I want to find out a way that I can't do that based on the legal tax law. So you have a big corporation or a big business, and I hear a lot of people talking about how all big companies are greedy. Go ahead and run a big company, okay? Let's look at your list of expenses and how much you make, all right? Because people have no idea about any of that.
End of 2025. And here's a direct statement from Trump. Here's what he said, according to the Post. The tax cuts all expire for wealthy and poor and middle income and everything else, but they expire in another 7 months, and he's not going to renew them, which means taxes are going to go up by 4 times, Trump said, exaggerating the size of the cuts. You're going to have the biggest tax increase in history. So in other words, give me more money, and in return, I will make those tax cuts for the rich permanent.
What is wrong with that? Joe Biden is literally going to do exactly what Trump is saying that he's going to do. He's going to let them expire. Okay. This is going to make it harder on the small people. Look, the people that are not big companies, they just have such a loud voice when it comes to how a company is being run when they don't actually run a huge company. I'm so tired of people talking about how wealthy people are just the big problem here. No, it's the corrupt people, the immoral people who create the imbalance here in our United States, in our structure, all right, in our financial structure. The system is broken. I wouldn't say that there's no corruption, but what Trump is doing here is just He's just catering to his base, and that's great. What is Joe Biden doing? The same darn thing. All right, he's promising student loan debt forgiveness, okay, which is taxpayer dollars. Everything that Joe Biden's promised basically has something to do with your tax dollars. And if you don't agree with it, it's no longer going to be your choice. And actually, your taxes are going to go up higher. Who would want that, Anna? Tell us who would want that. You guys have been wrong about a lot of stuff, especially this topic. Because what else is he supposed to do? The guy's been in court on some lawfare. He's been just put through unfathomable amounts of pressure, and he can't go on the campaign trail. So what else is he supposed to do? Like I said, whatever Trump does it's just going to be, he's going to get persecuted for it. It doesn't matter what it is. All right. The way these people see it is that these people see that Trump has too much money. He's just going to make the rich even richer. Listen, the last time I checked, when my boss gets rich, he helps me out. But if you're going to take his money away from him, if you're going to tax him out of existence, we're going to have some problems. Then that means that I can't eat as a little guy. These people don't get that simple concept, okay, of taking care of the big guy so he can actually help the little guy. All right. They just, all they see is corporate greed. That's all. And so I don't understand that. So who would lowering taxes really help? Who does lowering taxes really help? Back to my point. If you lower taxes on the big guys, if you lower taxes on some of the big companies, I'm not saying all big companies are morally ethic and they're doing things the right way. I'm not saying that. I know that there's corruption. I'm not crazy here, but for the most part, the conservative base, I would say the conservative base like to run their business efficient, and they are very conservative on their spending. All right. It is the Democrat Party who is outrageous at spending. Okay. They're taking our tax dollars and doing some very wild things with them. Some very unconstitutional things with our tax dollars. We don't want to be a part of that. Okay. So yeah, it is in Trump's best interest to cater to his base and say, look, support me so I can fix this. That's what Trump is doing. He needs the support and he needs the dollars for the campaign. Look at how much money Joe Biden's out there making. Okay. Don't get me started on that, but the corruption is on one side here. It's only on one side. It can't be on both sides here. All right. I guarantee you, if you get some strong conservative MAGA Republicans here in the Congress, we won't have these problems. All right. We'll have a balanced budget. Our country won't be in so much terrible debt. All right. We won't have to be talking about stealing tax dollars here, but that's what we're talking about. Okay. Yes, he's supposed to do this. This is great. The billionaires want that. The millionaires want that. The people that are middle class and poor want lower taxes. Have you ever got a paycheck from a small McDonald's company or something? So a restaurant giving you a paycheck? Yeah, they're going to take a lot of tax dollars out of it. You're going to work 50 or 60, 70 hours. And the more money you make, the more money they're going to take. So this tax increase affects everyone. Hello? It affects everyone. All right. Everybody doesn't have the money for a tax attorney, someone to look at your tax and pay them thousands of dollars to get you, out of paying so much tax. Everybody doesn't have that option. All right. So, the little guy on the bottom, I know what it's like to be a little guy because I was a little guy for a very long time until I started getting a little wiser with my finances. All right. But I don't comply with, what most of these people will comply with. I don't agree with how the taxes are being taken away. I don't agree with it. So I will find a way to not pay so many taxes through my expenses and through other ways.
And look, Trump begs for money from billionaires like none other. Trump sometimes makes requests higher than his team expects to receive.
Yeah, I don't look at it like Trump begging for money. I look at it like Trump being smart. Okay, you guys want lower taxes? I got something that you want. You help me out, I help you out. That's the way business is going. That's how it goes. That's how you make it work.
I'm surprising his own advisors because he is asking for so much money. This is the guy who claimed that he was going to drain the swamp. The guy who said he had a problem with legalized bribery and corruption in the executive branch. Except he's one of the biggest swamp monsters when it comes to corruption.
Yeah. Pausing here to deliver some honest truth as we do in our news coverage as well. TYT is facing challenges, guys, as the entire industry is. You know who could make the difference? You. If you hit the join button below, it's going to make all the difference and keep us in business. We appreciate you. Thank you.
So I just wanted to comment on his little commercial here because this is just what Trump is doing. He's advertising and he's asking people for help to help keep him funded because it's a lot of work. And I'm pretty sure that they understand that, but only when Trump is doing it, it's not, it's not legal. Okay, so any other place or any other business is actually it makes sense to do that. It makes sense to reach out to your people and ask them for help so you can stay in business. That's what he just said. I'm going to leave that commercial in there because I want people to see that. But that's exactly what Trump has been doing. United States is a gigantic business, and we need to run it like a gigantic business in order to have the kind of success that everybody can profit off of. Whether you're a small business owner, large business owner, a mega large business owner, it doesn't matter. This is United States. We need to stop letting people put caps on what we can make. We need to stop letting people tell us that they're doing the right thing with our tax dollars when we're funding wars. That's what they should be talking about 24/7. The wars and the people dying right now in the wars. Okay? All right, and our tax dollars are paying for it. So, miss me with all this crap that they're talking.
Look, why does the establishment hate Donald Trump? Because he's going to break up this corruption? No, they hate him because in the corruption, you're supposed to serve the donors. The donors own the entire system. And Trump is saying, well, I'll do that, but I'll also personally be corrupt, and I'll take a lot of the money, and I'll funnel it to my properties and do all these different things, and Jared will get a $2 billion deal from the Saudis. And the establishment is like, no, you're only supposed to do systemic corruption, not over-the-top personal corruption.
Yeah, we don't like Chink's narrative. I mean, Chink is always wrong. Basically, he's just always very delusional about every point that he tries to make. Now, right now, basically what he's saying is that, instead of Donald Trump coming in to drain the swamp, instead of him coming in to, point the finger where it needs to be pointed and to do the right things with money, he's actually become a part of the swamp. It couldn't be further from the truth. Okay. Anytime you have a free market, anytime you have, costs lowered for everyone around the board, it affects everybody. Okay. But printing money out of thin air, that will never work. Okay. The Federal Reserve is controlling our currency. They are printing money, sending it to places that we would never send our money to. We have enough oil here in the United States to drill and become energy independent, but it's not happening. So Trump has business partners. He has business partners with these interests that we actually agree with. That's how the system got built in the first place. But the problem is that the Democrat Party, okay, they want to fund endless wars. That's always been the issue, and they love entitlement programs. They love keeping welfare going. They love people to be dependent on them so they can print as much money as they can. All right, so the only people left hanging and dry are the business owners, okay, because they have to kick out all the taxes due to the IRS tax law. Okay, so they have to do this. All right, they have to pay the taxes. That's just not fair. And these people like this come out here and complain when someone's trying to get free from the tyranny.
Money comes to me, okay? Either way, it's a massive, over-the-top corruption. So look at Donald Trump. That's the problem with Donald Trump, is that he can't help saying what's in his head. So he goes to the donors. Earlier, it was the oil companies. He had oil executives over, and he told them, not only will I give you guys tax cuts, I'll deregulate.
Yeah, that's great. That's what we want, cheap Chink yogurt. We want him to deregulate so we can have energy independence. We want gas back down to $2.35. That's good for everybody. Last time I checked, you guys need to go out on the streets and talk to some regular people. That's what you need to do, because people are absolutely hurting under the Biden administration. Why are they hurting under the Biden administration? Why? Why is it happening? You guys don't waste. You don't spend a lot of time talking about Biden and what he's been doing to destroy the economy. Okay. Why don't you talk to some of these billionaires and these big companies? Why don't you get some of those guys on your show who now regret that they even came anywhere near Biden or voted for him? They regret it. Or all the woke policies that destroyed the companies like Target, like Bud Light. Okay, these are the companies that we don't want to affiliate with. These are the companies that have corporate greed, that are doing the wrong things morally. Okay, if you want to make a point about some companies, being corrupt. That's what we're talking about. The American people want to be free. We want our economy free. We want to be able to make as much as possibly we can. All right. Without anybody telling us that we're making too much money. All right. Because last time I checked, everybody needs to make money.
And I'll let you run wild, drill anywhere you want, violate any standards you want. So it's not out in public, they say the deregulation is for freedom. Behind the scenes to the donors, they go, yeah, give me millions of dollars and I'll let you make billions of dollars by poisoning communities. What do I?
See, these people have no solutions. That's the biggest problem I have with the show is that they always cry about everything when it backfires in their face. They're really good about crying about everything until it backfires. All right, until it doesn't work, and then they have to come out and tell their base, like, we don't know what's happened. We don't know why, So what happens if you tax the living daylights out of everybody forever? Just tax them. Okay, tax the living crap out of all the companies. It's going to cause them to go out of business. This is what's happening in California right now. Doesn't Anna live in California? And she can probably tell you how many businesses are closing down. All right, all the theft that's happening. Why don't they talk about how people are just walking in the store stealing stuff? Okay, causing companies to go out of business, huh? So you got theft in California going out of control. Businesses are shutting down in California, going out of control, and you think that it's like that everywhere? No, it's not. It's like that in your California. Yeah, well, you got Gavin Newsom destroying your state completely. Okay, you got it going on there. So yeah, it makes sense to not want to tax people there, right? But then again, what are they doing with the tax dollars? Are they cleaning up the streets? Are they getting homeless people off of the streets? See, that's why it looks so grim to people like Anna Kasparian and Chink Yeager. That's why it looks so grim to them, because that's what they're doing in their state. It's not like that everywhere. You're not going to find that in Florida. They're not overtaxing people. Okay? So the corruption that they're talking about for Trump here it really doesn't make any sense at all when you think about it. It's a simple solution here. You stop taxing people and stop having people pay for things that they don't want to be a part of and contribute to, and the world will be a much better place. Okay, but it's not everybody's doing bad and they don't have any answers for you. Yeah, the answer is leave the American people alone. Get the government out of our pockets. That's what I thought we were all on the same page about, but apparently not. Okay. It's going to take a long time to drain the swamp, by the way. The swamp's been, the swamp creature's been growing for a long time in Washington, D.C. It's going to take a while to get these people out of office. So, the conservative here, we're hopeful. We're hopeful about what the future is going to look like. We're hopeful that things will change around, but it's going to take a while. But meanwhile, they're going to complain and cry. Why don't we just keep talking about New York crime for a little while? How about we focus on the crime? We focus on what's going on in California. All right, how about that? Let's talk about Gavin Newsom more often, how he's destroying your state. I don't see Gavin Newsom doing anything great. Whenever you have homeless people laying on your streets, that's a bad sign that your state is doing awful, okay? That's really, really bad. We're going to do a video on California one day and just show you all the crap that's going on there, man, because it's unreal. So you see why these people are so upset and they feel like everything is just crumbling down and Donald Trump is the enemy. No, he's not. Your own people are the enemy, but you just can't see it, even though you're living in it. That's how it is in the liberal states, man. Okay, so don't believe anything these people say, man. They have no clue. They really don't have a clue what the hell they're talking about. They just don't. All right, years later, when everything's going well, they're gonna have to admit it, and there's gonna be egg on their face. Guys, this has been Yup, I Said It. Please go ahead, like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell notification. And until next time.